Now, first of all, before we even start, let me give this this disclaimer. I shouldn't even have to do this, but I will. Not all women are like this. We know that. Okay. That's all. That's all. There ain't gonna be no long drawn out disclaimer. That's all you get. Fitz, what up? Famo, salute. Kingdom Woods, what up, man? Brian Brooks, what up? Gee whiz, I see you, man. All right, let's get ready to do this, man. Here's the deal, man. When situations like this happen, I start hearing voices in my head saying things like, I don't need no man. Saying things like, brothers ain't this and brothers ain't that. Saying things like, brothers at the bottom of the totem pole. Saying things like, so my question is, were we the men they were expecting to be there? Because judging by the things that they say in this particular society, man, we probably wasn't. You know what I'm saying? We hear black women talk about us, man. It's never us that they desire. So I'm wondering if they were even expecting us to be there. Now, eventually, we did come. But here's the thing, man. Why was this posted on social media? Because social media has caused an increase in validation seeking. It's caused a great increase in validation seeking. So it had to be an ego shot to show up to this place and no men were there. In the original clip, there was one man sitting there. He was talking to a woman already. But when you look around, a bunch of the tables were still empty. So it looked like it was early. But I'll tell you this as well. This thing happened on the same night, on the same day as Game 5 of the NBA Finals. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be honest with you. It says a lot, man, that brothers would rather be at home watching the game, man, than to come out and kick it. But let's look at it like this, man. One Love City, man. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the Green Label Gang. Now, those are the two elephants. Eventually, some men did show up, but not enough men to go around. You understand what I'm saying? But let's get into this because, you know, the thing is black men are this and they're this and they like this and they like that. And this is why they didn't show up. They don't this and they don't this. They didn't even want us anyway. They probably didn't want no woman. They probably all of these things. But we're going to have a serious discussion about it tonight. Now, if you're sensitive about these topics, let's give you a chance to go ahead and make your exit right now. Because we ain't playing no games in here tonight. Now, the first thing is this. Let's go ahead and just dive into our little video joint, man. That's what we'll do. Yeah, let's go ahead and dive into our little video joint, man. Go ahead and get ourselves somewhere, man. All right. So here we go, man. This is the original joint. The original video that came out, the woman showing there wasn't nobody there and all of these things. This is the original thing, man. This is what we're going to look at. For some reason, man, I can't see my damn chat. The bottom of my chat ain't showing up. All right, there it is. Bottom of my chat still ain't showing up. Hold up. For some reason, the bottom of my chat ain't showing up, man. All right, there it is. We got it. Hard body. Welcome to the family, man. Welcome to the Green Label Gang. All right, now. Warhammer, appreciate two bone when Doc comes in, the weightlifting begins. Salute, bro. Salute. Now, we're gonna play this, man. We're gonna play the first part of the clip where she's showing there wasn't nobody there. We're gonna take a deep dive on this one, man. Y'all gonna love this. Let's get it.
Baby, I know that you need somebody to make you feel like you somebody, but that's worth some paper, so buy me. If you wanna try me, I said, baby, I know that you need.
Now that was the first clip. Wasn't nobody there but women. This is later on when the men actually got there. Some of the men got there, but if you notice, the women still dancing with each other because there wasn't enough men to go around. So even when the men showed up, I'm gonna be honest with you, the only men who showed up to this place, man, were men who were desperate. You understand? Like I wouldn't have showed up here. There's no way I would have showed up. And we're going to get into some reason why as we go on. Let's keep it moving.
Somebody to make you feel like you
Look at that.
somebody.
Look at that. You see that pose? See that pose? Like, why is it always got to be that?
By me, you wanna try me, girl. All the mama need is a regulator to hold her accountable instead of tricking paper. I shake
That's what men were doing.
motivator.
Men were just hanging out chilling.
To make it won't overtake her. She don't understand that
Hey,
her
five,
man
man.
is inside. She just hides behind the fake lashes on her
Now some men are
eyes.
here.
She just huddles under all the weave on her head. Self-hate is a lie. Self-love is dead. Never had a man to make her earn what she gets. The type who she submits to and serve and make her wish. She says I'm the manliest man that she ever met. And the most dominant man that she ever sexed. I know that I am.
Look at that. I want y'all to look right there. See that twerking back there? See that twerking? Twerking on that woman right there. Twerking. We're going to get into that twerking thing.
Don't get emotional cause
Look at her. Look at that. Look at her, man. That dude right there, he's just sitting there. He like, I ain't come here for this. He could have went to the shake joint for that.
I just don't give a damn.
Look at that.
All I gotta
We're gonna show how that
say,
affects everything, man. Now, let's talk. Here's the main thing. Y'all have a sense of entitlement. Y'all have a sense of entitlement. And that sense of entitlement starts with this whole sexual liberation thing. See, sexual liberation is cool. But damn, do you have to prove it every time you go out your front door? Do you have to prove that you're liberated and you can do whatever you want to do with your body whenever you go out your front door? And even sometime when you're in the house, you got to post it on social media. You got to post it on Facebook. You got to post it on IG. You got to do a TikTok. Then you got to turn around every time you go outside your door. You got to show it anyway. Well, what other kind of liberation do you have? We like to see some of that too. That's all you got. There's a time and place for that. But every day and all the time ain't the time and place for that. Coming out of the house scantily clad, man, almost everything short. Sometimes, man, y'all should just come out nude. It be that serious. And here's the thing. Y'all could do whatever you want to do. And you know, women's favorite thing to say is, y'all like them kind of women. Y'all like them kind of women. Yeah, they're good to have fun with. They're good to have fun with. So if you got a husband and he go have fun with a woman like that, he ain't gonna leave you for her. He just gonna have fun with her. What y'all women got to understand is this. There are some things we like to have fun. We want to have fun, but we don't necessarily want to have that type of fun with our wife. We don't want our wife to be the type of woman that want to have that kind of fun. But we want a woman who so we like those women because they like to have that kind of fun, but we're not finna wipe them up. So if y'all cool with that, then be cool with that. If you're going to be sexually liberated and that's how you're going to present yourself and that's the badge of honor that you're going to wear, then accept the fact that the consequences that we don't want to wife you up and we ain't finna come out nowhere where you at, because one thing, we don't know what we're going to see. We don't know we're going to get out there and y'all going to be scantily clad. Yeah, you know, we know, like, here's the thing that women don't understand. For the most part, we interact with y'all the way we have to in this society because of y'all behavior. If y'all were wholesome, feminine, wifely women, then the majority of us are being in relationships. As men, we are built to have a family, to have a household, to run and control and provide and protect for. We are built for that. But we can't do it in this society because the options are slammed for that. There's a bunch of women in this society, but not many that want to be that. So when we think about that, the fact that we have to interact with y'all a certain way, that don't mean that we still don't desire that. We just have to suppress that desire and make sure we don't put ourselves in a bad situation. So it's hard to say, okay, I'm finna dress up and I'm finna go out here with these women when I know they don't want what I want. No, that's why I be talking about the whole cold approach thing. I'd be like, man, like at a certain point, it becomes a diminishing value thing. You know what I'm saying? There's a diminishing return on the effort at some point. And this is one of those situations. Another thing, I don't want to be out with no woman that's scantily clad, man. I mean, here's the thing. There's a way you dress to go to the club. There's a way you dress to go to a restaurant. There's a way you dress to go to a business meeting. It's getting to the point in this society where y'all dress the same way everywhere. Y'all think because of this whole liberation thing that y'all can just walk around and wear whatever y'all want to wear and go wherever y'all you want to go and just look any kind of way and we supposed to be okay with that. Yeah, we okay with it. We like looking at it. Hey man, can't deny it. If you look good, you look good. But don't nobody want to be with you like that. But a beta male simp mangina. Only ones. We are the ones who want serious relationships. Y'all don't. Y'all ain't built for it. Y'all want the benefits of it, but y'all don't want to contribute the things necessary to make it work the way it's supposed to work. And so we check out of that. And when checking out of that, if I already got some women to play with, I'm not finna come out nowhere, man, try to meet up with y'all, man, when all y'all want to do is play. I already got somebody to play with. Now, if I'm out somewhere and I bump into you, that's cool, but I'm not finna put forth no special effort to come nowhere when we know for a fact all y'all want to do is play. Y'all want somebody to play with, not somebody to stay with. Okay, well, if I already got somebody to play with, then I don't need that void filled in my life. Now, if I come across somebody to stay with, yeah, that void is open. That's how men feel. And then another thing is, when we think about that, when you think about it from that perspective, that we actually prefer to have a woman that we can respect around, y'all ain't got no problem with being intimate with any amount of partners. There is no limit to the amount of partners that y'all think is okay to be intimate with. Now, how we supposed to accept that? See, here's the thing. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to do, but the consequence is the more that you do, the less we want you. If you're going to do the action, accept the consequence. Ain't no need to sit around and act like somebody owe you some or somebody doing you wrong or whatever. Hey, man, if I'm a man, I want this kind of woman. If you're not going to be that kind of woman, I don't have to accept you as that kind of woman. I don't have to do that. I'm not required to do that. There is no law that says I should do that. Another aspect of this, and this is the worst one, this camel toe exposure. Let me tell y'all something. When I was 17, 18, maybe even 19, boy, if I see some camel toe exposure, man, boy, let me tell you something. Boy, wasn't that better than camel toe exposure, man. Boy, me and my partner, we like, man, shout out, boy, that thing sitting, ain't it, man? Woo, boy, that thing sitting up right, ain't it? And somebody finna go holler at her. Man, I'm a grown man. That's one of the most disgusting things I could ever see. There is no way. I don't care what other qualifications a woman has. No, what other qualifications she has. If that's what I see, I don't want to know nothing else about her. Because that's something that's done with intent. You understand? That's something that's done with intent. And the thing is, if y'all don't care about it, fine. But if you do care about it, then why you ain't gonna get no man that's worth having? Now, I ain't saying I speak for all men, but I speak for more men than Kevin Gates did when he said that thing about Beyonce. I promise you that. I mean, like Flim said, man, like Foster said, man, no room for imagination. Leave something to my imagination. Let me imagine what that thing gonna look like. Man, let me imagine something. And then, man, this is the biggest excuse that y'all like to use. Well, historically, our cultures have done that uncovered thing. We didn't walk around dressed up like this, but you weren't living during that time. And those were mostly primitive village societies, some of which still exist today. There are still some of those primitive village societies that exist today. Where you go over there and walk around, man, and hey, man, everything hanging out. You don't live like that. You live in America. Don't nobody do that. That don't even make sense. But these are the type of things that we see a lot of. We see these things a lot, not just by a few women, by a lot. Maybe not by all, but by enough where it's like, man, is it worth it to even go to one of these places, man? Is it worth it to go to one? Look at what just happened to the rapper Trouble. That chick knew she didn't have her stuff together, but she had that man over there laying up in the bed anyway. No, she was dealing with a fool. And here's the thing about it. Here's the thing about it. Let's take another look at, man, another little piece of content right quick, man, before I start going ham. Peep game.
When I was broke, I used to do this thing where I would go on dates for food.
According to a new study, many women are choosing free meals over relationships. The study in the journal Social, Psychological, and Personality Science says up to a third of women have engaged in a foodie call. It's when a person sets up a date with somebody they have no romantic interest in, all for a free meal.
We've all done it, okay?
Now, that's another thing. Y'all openly and willingly admit that y'all will let a man y'all have no interest in take you somewhere and spend his money on you. Lead him to believe that there's a chance. That's why these guys out here dealing with all this flaking. That's why these guys over here dealing with all this, no call, no show, no responding to text, no respond, because a woman will make you think she like you just to get something out of you. Y'all willingly admit this. It's funny to y'all. The problem is that y'all think black men are weak, but we're not. We may be lost, but we ain't weak. We just ain't united enough for our strength to show like it's supposed to show, but individually and as a unit, we are strong. We are not weak. So to even think that we will be there with all of these things, and we ain't even done yet, man, that's just the tip of the iceberg. We ain't even got to the meat of the matter yet. We ain't even got to it yet. But when you hear a woman say, make a joke out of, hey, man, I use for, I mean, listen, it's a running joke now. They don't even hide it. They put it out there and say, yeah, I'll go somewhere with a man that I have no interest in and let him buy me some food and run up a check on him too. Eat more food than she ever met in her life, man. Ever ate in her life at one sitting. Try to take food home to her children, try to take food home to her mama, leftovers for tomorrow and everything, man. She don't even drink and then order alcoholic beverages. Tipsy and still don't like the man, still ain't finna give up now. And here's the thing about dating. Men date to get laid. Women date to get paid and fed. Let's be honest about dating. Nobody is dating. Like, I'm talking about dating, like going out to the club, going out to a bar. Man, nobody ain't trying to meet nobody, man. Listen, man, you ain't finna meet nobody to stay with at no club or no bar. Nobody wants to meet somebody to stay with at a club or a bar. Like what Lito's Way said, man, listen, that's what it is. And they want to go to the restaurant, man, they give you these serving sizes like this. Serving side be like that. Serving side, everything be like that. Plate be like this, man, it be more plate than food. Plate $125, man, and it's more plate than food. The intent to use a man is so strong that she don't even think to eat less and just borrow the money. Well, if you're gonna spend that, I need some help on this right here, so you can just take me. We can just go to Applebee's and then you just give me $150 or $200, and then I will. Man, listen. Even if a man gonna spend the money, he probably rather just help the woman out with something. But she ain't even got the common sense to do that. She don't want to do that. She don't want to be able to say, that dude that I don't like went and spent $200 on dinner. And don't get nothing out of it. But a meal that leaves you still hungry. And we supposed to show up at some event just because y'all there? For what? Why would we do that? What's the motivation for us to show up there? To get used for a free meal? And the thing is, we don't even have a problem with it. There ain't no complaining. We just don't show up. We got better things to do. The problem is, y'all are willing to earn everything but my time, energy, and resources. You go to work, you earn your money. You go to college, you earn your degree. You earn your friendships. You earn all your other relationships. You earn your right to be in such thing. You go online, earn your right to be in your sorority. But when it come to me, you think you're just going to get me for nothing? No, shawty. You got to put in your time with me. I ain't finna take you nowhere. I don't even know if I like you yet. I'm not finna go on no date, take no woman out to eat, and I don't even know if I like her yet. What have you done to impress me? Now, if you don't want to do nothing to impress me, hey, go with one of them beta male simp manginas and go enjoy yourself with a man you don't even like. But I ain't even said that to you until you show me attraction confirmation. That way we know you already like me. So let's cut to the chase. What you gonna do to earn this date? You can earn a date from me or go on a date with a man that's half as good. Your choice. It's that sense of entitlement, man. Willing to earn everything but a man's time, energy, and resources. To be able to throw your little sign and do your little ski-wee and all that right there is worth more to you than my time, my hard. Like, you know how much effort it takes, man, for a man to put himself in a position to win? Me and my cousin Rock at Steel Mill, man. If you ever in ATL, y'all in ATL, man, you want to get yourself right, man, go holler at my cousin Rock at Steel Mill Wellness Center, man. He'll get you there, If you want to do shows, if you want to be show ready, you want to be hoe ready, just let him know, man. He'll get you right. So we were chopping it up today about that, man, how it wouldn't even make sense to be in the dating game right now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he married. You know me, I ain't married, man. I got a little wifey though, man, that I hold on to. But when you really think about it, you got to keep in mind that that sense of entitlement is dumb, because you got to understand, no matter how much you value yourself, I don't know you. So your value to yourself has nothing to do with me. You got to prove that value to me. You could tell me you got value, but until I know that value, until I see that value, until I experience that value, then I don't know nothing about it. You just running your mouth. You sound like Charlie Brown teaching to me. Wah, 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 wah. I don't know what you're talking about. That value that you're talking about, you got to prove it to me. Well, I got a degree. I don't care nothing about your degree. You got your degree so you can make some money. Worry about that student loan debt. Don't be telling me about your degree. I make 6 figures. How much you say? How much you invest? Are you in the red or are you in the black? Well, good for you. I don't need your money. Well, I go to church. I don't care nothing about church. Women who go to church don't know God. They go to church looking for God because somebody tell them, go to church. That's where God at. That ain't where God at. If that was the case, what was God before churches started? I can be your companion. Companion when? On time I want your companionship, man, is when we about to be intimate. Before and after we intimate. And I may give you some hours or maybe a couple of days before or after. But your companionship, the things I like to do, I don't want to do them with you. I was doing them already before I met you. I'm not going to include you in those things. Those are phenomenal things that I've enjoyed forever. And I'm not going to include you and mess them up for myself. So all these things, you got to show me the value of your companionship. You got to show me the value of your degree. You got to show me the value of your 6 figures. You got to show me the value of your spiritual astuteness. You got to show me that. You can't just come telling me nothing. I can cook, man, I'll burn you under the table. Shout out, I'm a gourmet chef. In the cooking competition, I'll make you quit. I can give you emotional support. Emotional support. Emotional support. Emotional support. You can't even give yourself emotional support. You need support system around you all the time. I don't need your emotional support. Show me how that emotion makes you feminine and sensitive, like a woman's supposed to be with a man like me. You got to understand that your value to yourself just matters to the people that know you already, the people that can vouch for it. You can bring me 50 people and they can all vouch for your value, but I don't know it. You have to show it. And if you're not willing to show it, then you don't deserve to be in my presence. I'm not going to take your ass out on no date. You want me to take you out on a date? Hey, cook for me. I'll run by the grocery store and get the stuff. Text me a list of ingredients and I'll get the stuff, man. And I'll come over there and you cook for me. I'll mess around with you in the kitchen, man. Help you out a little bit, get you hot and bothered. Make it, I promise you, you cook for me, I'll fall through with the groceries. You cook, I'll make it an amazing time. It'll be better than any date you ever went on in your life. Then maybe the next time I'll take you somewhere fly. Because we enjoyed ourselves so much. Now we can't wait to spend time together again. But I'm not finna take you nowhere where I'm not on no interview. You on the interview. I'm going to bring more value to your life than you could bring to mine, period. You know it, I know it. Now, another problem is this, man. Let's get back into a little bit of content, man, so I can give me a swig of this Mountain Valley spring water right here. Mountain Valley, I'm not showing that label. Y'all want me to show the label? Holla at your boy about some paper. Oh, y'all too synergy. I know y'all want it. Y'all want me to show the label on this kombucha? I ain't gonna do it. Hit me up, make me an offer I can't refuse. All right, let's get back into it, man.
Men, if you can't afford to date, don't date. I'm sorry if you got used and abused by some woman who just used you for a free meal, but that really just comes with part of the dating territory. Like, I get it, you're jaded, but what does that have to do with me? Like, I'm sorry, you need to use better discretion. That has nothing to do with, like, women in general. Don't penalize the next chick just because you took the wrong chick out to eat. And you know what? If you're just like, hey, I don't want to be spending this much money on dates, that's fine. Take a break from dating. Re-up your money. Go donate some plasma. Do whatever you got to do, because I'm not about to go on some cheap date to like Applebee's or Fridays because you mad at the old chick who used you for a free meal. Use discernment. If you don't have it, pray for it.
Now, I want y'all to just look at how crazy that was. Here's a woman with a sense of entitlement that you don't know, could have bad breath, you don't know anything about her, and she's sitting there talking about what kind of date she ain't gonna go on. Well, you can go feed yourself, shawty. Go feed yourself. It ain't about not being able to afford the date. It's about you being valuable enough for me. Do you see that sense of entitlement? She just automatically assumes she's valuable enough to go to fine dining somewhere. Don't know nothing about, don't know how many babies she got, don't know how many baby daddies she got. She might live with her baby daddy. We don't know. She might like girls and might just be using you for money. Don't know nothing about her. Discernment means that I need to use that discernment on you as well. Matter of fact, you've helped me out tremendously. A woman who talked like that, man, I wouldn't take her nowhere. Because the bottom line is she's already showing her energy. She feels like here's the problem that women don't understand. Most men don't mind doing nice things for his woman, but you got to appreciate it. You got to appreciate it. I'm talking about $10 to $1,000. You got to appreciate it. You got to be appreciative of the fact that I consider you enough and I'm fond enough of you to do these things for you. Not because I owe you, not because of anything. So it just goes to show you, here's a woman that's obviously open to dating multiple men. So if you're dating multiple people, then you have no end goal except dating, going out, hanging out, doing things, getting fed, probably getting money or doing whatever you're going to do. The bottom line is there is no femininity in that voice. There is no femininity in that energy. Can you imagine being with a woman like that, man, and somebody at the restaurant say something wrong to her, man, she in there cutting up? You got to leave her out. Because if I take you somewhere and you cut up, you ain't getting back in my car. You better meet me. Better meet me there. You could be with me 10 years. Let us go somewhere, man. You cut up by something stupid. Now, if somebody already in the wrong, you ain't gonna have to cut up, because I'm gonna check it. You know what I'm saying? My motto is, man, I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. So if it got to go down, it got to go down. But hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we can avoid situations like that because we got enough of that going on already. But what I'm saying is this: you're not gonna be in a situation where you're gonna have this type of energy, and no real man is gonna take her anywhere. Real men like feminine, soft-spoken women. And y'all let us know every day that y'all ain't gonna be that. Y'all let us know every day y'all ain't gonna be like y'all grandmama. Y'all ain't gonna be like y'all great grandmama. Y'all ain't gonna be like Big Mama. And that's cool. But don't expect none of that type of treatment that Big Mama got from Paw. Don't expect that. Man, I wish I would take a woman out on a date, man, that I don't know. I don't even understand the logic in showing up somewhere with a woman I don't know, treating her to some fine dining. I can't even think of the one thing of value that she would have for me to do that. This sense of entitlement is getting old. It's getting to the point where it's only working on beta male simp mangina. So if you want a beta male, if you want a simp, then go ahead and keep being entitled, because right now at this point, real men understand already thanks to men like Dr. BOA, men understand that you are worth more than a woman you just met automatically. Here's the reason. Here's the reason. And I'm not talking down on women when I say this. I'm saying that I've known me my whole life. Everything that I've ever accomplished, I've been a part of it. Everything that I've ever gone through, I've been there to see me through it. Every time I needed someone to lean on, I was always able to lean on me. Every time I needed some guidance or some understanding, I was always there to understand myself. I just met you. You ain't did nothing. You ain't did nothing. So when I meet you, I automatically have, I'm talking about my value to yours is like $1 million to a penny. When I meet you, you don't have any value. You have to show me your value. You don't, if a meal costs $150, you haven't shown me $150 worth of value. You ain't shown me $5 worth of value. And I'm telling you, men, the more of you men start acting like this, then these women are going to come off this sense of entitlement where they feel like they deserve access to your resources just because they show up. Only way you can tell me that if this is the first place you ever showed up. If you can show up and tell me, you know, if I be intimate with you, you'll be the first man I ever been intimate with. Otherwise, your value is a penny. As a matter of fact, if I need that penny to pay for this to keep her to breaking another 20, then give me that penny. This is the problem in this society. The beta male simp mangina has made women feel like they have value that they haven't earned, that they haven't even, they've done nothing to get that value. Who is this woman sitting in this car, man? Talking about, well, I'm not going on cheap date. Man, you ain't going on no date until you show me you deserve to go on one. I'm talking about, man, these guys be getting pushed back from these women and everything, man. Be, you know, I'll call you Wednesday. Don't call you. Don't text you. When you text her, don't respond. Then suddenly just pop up on, man, I had a partner like this back in the day. Man, they had a wife, man, who married, beautiful wife, man. I'm talking about beautiful wife, grinder, hustler, had her own beauty salon, man, hair salon, man, had like 10 stylists up in there, man. And then she was still the most sought after stylist in there. All her stylists stayed booked, but she was still the most sought after stylist. And, you know, celebrities in the city, man, you know, politicians in the city, you know, doctors in the city, lawyers in the city, nurses in the city. Everybody was coming to her, man. Man, that joker, man, he was at the crib cutting grass one day. His old lady was there. He was at the crib cutting grass one day, man. Chick called him, man. He just bounced. He ain't even put the lawnmower up. Cut the lawnmower off, man, went and jumped in the car. I'm like, man, what kind of value she got besides the catering to your lust, man? And I'm like, bro, if you that type of man, then you go ahead and keep dating and doing all these silly things out here. The only men who are actively involved in this dating game, this current dating game, a man who can't control their libido. If you overcome being led by your libido, then you don't play this game because you understand your value. When you stop valuing the hot pocket, then when you start understanding what value you truly have, it just changes your outlook on everything, the entire world. You understand what I'm saying? Here's another thing. Let's take another look at another little piece of content right here, man.
All right, you guys.
Did you really come back with 2 separate checks?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking you.
You're really gonna make me pay?
You gonna get some ass?
No.
Well, anyways, man, here goes the 2. She not gonna give you what? No ass. That's crazy.
Man.
Wait.
Are you?
I'm gonna pay the 15. At least show a kneecap.
Fuck you.
See, that's your problem. You don't want to. That's your problem.
He's really making me pay, you guys.
Hey, how you get home?
You're fucking taking me home. You're taking me home.
You got gas?
No.
Sound like I know her, man. That voice sounds familiar right there, man. But so, and man, I don't know, that could have been a prank or whatever, man, but that's how men should start behaving. That's how you should be behaving. Man, listen, you do not get to get a free $300, $400 meal off of me. You're not worth that. The one thing you have that's worth that, you're not even using it as a bargaining chip. I've seen another one, man, where chick went in, man. Listen, I think the dude bill was like $30. Man, her bill was like, man, $185, man. She was eating all up on that man bill. That man slid that ticket across the table. Man said, told the server, man, we doing separate checks. She thought she was gonna run up that man ticket like that, man. And that's just, here's the problem, man. You cannot have a sense of entitlement to someone else's resources unless you are that man's wife or you have a child with that man. If we have a child together or you're my wife, you're entitled to my provision and protection in some respects. Wife more so than the mother of my child. But if the mother of my child, you're entitled to enough resources, enough provision to where the financial burden of taking care of my child is eliminated. You're entitled to that. If I can't do that, I shouldn't be having no children. And the bottom line is, otherwise, you don't have any connection to my resources at all. Like, you don't deserve that. You don't even deserve for me to help you put a flat tire on your car. Bro, let me tell you something. The sense of entitlement is, that's the realest problem. The biggest problem is the sense of entitlement. There's no bigger problem than that. Like, I'm just supposed to pay for whatever you want me to pay for, and because you're you. Come on, man. Barnyard, appreciate the dub. Keep this great content coming. Salute, man. I appreciate it. Brown Hornet 1975. Salute, homie. Appreciate the dime. Salute, Doc. I hate when I'm late, man. You in here, bro. You in here now, man. I think they're gonna hold us down. One Hood, man. Welcome to the family. Run Uncle Funk Carter, man. Appreciate the fireball. Great message, brother. This is true to life. I witness it every day. Man, it's out here, man. It's right in front of our faces, man. But the men who don't see it are the men that's always out here chasing. Then the men that don't see it. If you're always out here chasing, man, you ain't gonna see it. I just missed somebody. Mookie, welcome to the family, man. Welcome to the Green Label Gang. Just missed a couple of guys, man. All right. I think about things, man. Welcome to the family, man. Appreciate you joining the Green Label Gang, man. Coming in and join with us. Hard body growth and development, man. Salute. Welcome to the family. Appreciate you being in the joint, man. Jumping in that Green Label Gang with us. Cosmo Rain, appreciate the fireball super sticker, man. Appreciate it. All right, man. I think that's everybody, man. All right, let's get back to it, man.
I don't love her, and I don't need her. I like to fuck her. That pussy good though. I don't eat her. Never. She's my baby. She my baby though.
Now, when you see something like that, man, why is it such a big deal to always try to show something sexual? Like, you're going to show your ability, whatever that dude spraying in your mouth, you don't even know how clean that bottle is. Whatever that dude spraying in your mouth, you're just going to show your ability to not miss a drop, to catch every drop. We know what that represents. You're going to show your ability to catch every drop. Come on, man. At some point, y'all got to understand that we don't want a woman who behaves that way. Period. Y'all act like y'all okay with it, but then y'all show things like men not showing up. If y'all okay with it, be okay with it. But we don't want a woman who behaves like that. If I'm out somewhere with a woman, man, she do that, dog, man, let me tell you, it don't even matter what our relationship is. It don't matter how wild we get behind closed doors. I'm not finna be sitting beside no one man who does that. The public displays of, listen, they're against just withholding those type of displays until they get behind closed doors. It's all about validation. It's all about recognition. It's all about showing the world what you're capable of. Well, why is it every time you show what you're capable of, it always got to be something that has something to do with intimacy, something sexual? Let's take another look, man.
I invested a lot of money into buying this building, into developing this concept, so black people can have somewhere nice to go to, okay? Somewhere where we can feel good about ourselves as a, come on, stop the music, please. Somewhere where our people can feel good about ourselves as a culture, okay? No, real talk. And so all this twerking and shit, take it to Prime, take it to Pink, don't bring it here because we're a restaurant. And so beyond that, 75% of my customers are ladies. And I want men to show respect for themselves for how they carry themselves here. So how can I tell the men to respect themselves and you guys are twerking on glass here? If you want to do it, get the fuck out my restaurant. Because I did it for our people and I did it for our culture. So don't do it again. I don't want to hear it. If you don't like it, get out because I don't need your money. I need to provide something for my people. And don't do it again. Thank you.
Somebody just yelled out at the end, you may want to change the music. So that means everywhere you go, if some music come on, that may, I think, man, that was a movie I watched with my son when he was young, man. Every time the music come on, man, the animals start dancing, man. I can't remember Happy Feet. I think it was Happy Feet. Had to be. But then you remember that was a movie Weekend at Bernie's. Every time the music come on, man, Dead Man Burning Man stop moving. But when you think about that, your excuse is music came on. Here's the thing. Y'all twerk too damn much. That's just what it is, man. Y'all twerk too damn much. Everywhere we go, every time we turn around, y'all somewhere twerking. In public, outside, inside, at the club, in the school, at the bowling alley, in the restaurant, at church. Y'all twerk everywhere. Let me get this through y'all head. Twerking is not dancing. Twerking is imitating a stripper. It's dancing for an exotic dancer. But if you're not an exotic dancer, why the hell are you doing the exotic dances? Y'all twerk too damn much. And it ain't just like, it don't matter what your background is, what your education level is. Y'all still just twerk too damn much. Man, we don't want no woman that finna be out twerking in public everywhere we go. I wouldn't have showed up either, because you never know when an embarrassing twerk fest will commence. Like they just said, change the music. Wrong music come on, an embarrassing twerk fest commences. We don't want no twerk fest. And here again, I say, if y'all are okay and y'all don't care what we want, fine. But when I see a video like this, where it seems like something's being said about black men not showing up to a mixer like this, then of course, I'm going to come on here and talk about it and try to give y'all some clarification. Because some of y'all women do want clarification. Some of y'all do want to know what men like. Y'all being misled by women who have had some type of psychological, some negative psychological effect from their past relationships, and they want to build an army of women who act like them, but not necessarily feel like them. And what I want y'all to understand is, if you really want a man, you're not going to get him behaving like that. Like, if you really want a good man, a real man, a strong man, you're not going to get him if you behave like that. And if you don't care, then okay, cool. You shouldn't even be listening to this no way. And here's the problem. The ones who don't twerk, you give your undying support to those who do, so you're basically twerking vicariously through them. So when you're twerking vicariously through them, you might well be twerking. All this talk about this stuff Sierra be doing, man, come on. Don't nobody want no wife who does that but Russell Wilson. That's why Russell Wilson, the only man she ever been with that married her. He the only one so entranced by that he'll forget what it represents and just wife her anyway. When everybody else saw, man, she got a tendency to just twerk anywhere and blame it on the fact, well, that's my career. This is what I do. Nope. You do that when you're at work. If you're an attorney, when you're at home, you ain't trying no cases. You ain't defending nobody. You ain't on trial. Ain't no courtroom at your house. So how come she get a pass for doing her work all damn day, everywhere, no matter where she go? Because y'all know it ain't work. Y'all know it's twerking. Y'all know what it is. That's why twerking has separate choreography. You can learn how to dance, you can learn how to tango, you can learn how to do that, or you can learn how to twerk. It's not respectable, so respectable dance schools don't teach it. Man, y'all gotta stop all that twerking, man. And that's really the reason, man. Let me tell you something, bro. I'm not finna go nowhere like that mixer right there. Cause you know at some point some twerking. All they gotta do is play, girl, you look good, want you back that thing up. You a big fine woman, want you back that thing up. They're gonna go ham. And my thing is, that's cool. But if the environment you in doesn't dictate to you enough to be able to control yourself from letting the music take over you, come on, man. That's why nobody showed up. And there's some eligible bachelors in Dallas. They just want finna show up there. Now, like we just saw, you willingly admit you use men you don't like for dinner dates, gifts, and trinkets. Why would any logical male accept that challenge? Notice I did say challenge, accept that challenge. And that's another part of the problem. You want to be a challenge instead of being our peace. A man wants a woman who brings him peace. He could go out and deal with the challenges of the world and come home to his woman and have peace. And y'all say, well, we just out there trying to date. We ain't trying to be nobody's wife. That's the problem. That don't fly with men no more. We ain't got to settle for that. Nobody's finna be out here, man. If you want something as a man, man, you're just gonna go somewhere in the world where you can get it. Caribbean, Africa. And I'm not saying all the women in those areas are different, but some of them are. Here, man, you pretty much resign to what you see. This is what you're gonna get. I'm not saying there aren't any women who aren't like that here, but they're already taken. You ain't gonna find them at no club. You ain't gonna find them at no singles mixer. Women who deserve to be in that position are not at a singles mixer because they are not trying to be dating a whole bunch of different guys. The problem is, out of all the things y'all could be, and man, listen, and I said this on the show, and the women who were for it, man, they just couldn't conceive what I was saying. Like, man, y'all got more to offer than just your body. Like, there's more to you. There's more to me. There's more to you. God made us the most amazing people on the planet. That's all you got? Man, they couldn't see it. They're like, well, this is just, you're supporting white supremacy when you say that. Come on, man. That don't even sound logical. At that point, man, I checked out the conversation. I mean, I stayed on the show, man. That's how come I ain't shared it with y'all, man. I checked out that conversation early. I just didn't want to log off. You know what I'm saying? I was done with that conversation early. From the first question, I was done with it. You know what I'm saying? I was back on Fox Soul, man. And from the first question, man, I just checked out. I was like, man, I shouldn't even came on this, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't sit up and talk to people who are absolutely illogical. That's why you don't see me nowhere, man, just talking to a whole bunch of women. Unless I'm on stage and they got to sit down there and be quiet and listen. I'm not finna sit and have no discussion, no debate, man. With her. Every time I've ever been in that environment in my entire life, I just always checked out. Because I was like, man, you can't talk logic to your sofa. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell your dog to leave that cat alone. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell your cat to not lick himself clean. And that's just how it is. So when you really think about it, only a weak guy wants a challenge from his woman. A real man don't need to be challenged by. I don't need to be challenged by my woman. I'm already doing the things I need to be doing. And then the thing I need to be challenged by, she ain't on no level to challenge me. You know what I'm saying? I need to be challenged by, by a more mature, older man who's already where I want to be. I ain't never met no woman who where I want to be. I mean, unless she looking sexy in her bed, but that's a whole nother thing. We ain't gonna get into that. We trying to stay away from that type of thought. This particular show, but man, I ain't seen no one man that she where I want to be. I need to be challenged by her. No, I don't want no challenge, man. Challenge me how? What's the way that you can challenge me? Because if I'm making $250 a year and you making $500 a year, I bet I'm further in the black than you are, and I got more money put back than you are in those particular situations. So it ain't nothing when it comes to paper. When it comes to nothing, there ain't nothing but peace. If we somewhere And I'm about, I'm about to up the toolie, and you see, baby, it ain't even about. Don't worry about that person. I wasn't bothered by that. You wasn't bothered by that. That person just don't look at him. Look at him. Don't he like a hot dog in the face, don't he? That's your job. Your job is to keep me connected to peace. So when I got to go out here in the world and go to war, I'm still connected to peace when I come home. Because right now, by myself, I'm connected to peace when I come home. If you're gonna be in my life, the only thing you can do is keep me connected to the peace. You got to be a part of the peace. Either you're a part of the peace or you're just a leech. That ain't gonna work. You openly express your desire to compete and defeat. Like you want to compete in hopes to defeat. But why? I'm not your enemy. You see me as your enemy when anything you've ever gone through, we're in the same position in this particular society. We start from the same place. How am I your enemy? Why am I going to show up somewhere, man, to support my enemy? Not my enemy from my perspective, but the person who's declared herself to be my enemy. Publicly every day. I hear somewhere, man, where I'm your enemy. You said, not me. So what am I supposed to do about that? Am I supposed to coddle to I'm supposed to coddle my enemy? I'm supposed to cater to my, well, don't, you're supposed to like me. Well, what's wrong with you? What did I do? What can I do to fix this? No, hell no. I'm gonna stay on my grizzly. Keep doing what I'm supposed to be doing in my life. Keep riding on this mission that the Most High got me on, man. Keep receiving these manifold blessings. And you can be a part of that, but you can't be the heart of that. You understand? So we got a couple of more pieces, man. We're gonna run through right here, man.
They got gold and pack, sit down. Cause fake booties ain't got that bounce. And them ass shots, they don't count. Cause fake booties ain't got that bounce. They ain't got that.
I want you to look at that white woman right there. Look at her with her phone out, and look at her looking at her.
Fake booties ain't got that.
Look on the phone out.
They got gold and pack, sit down. Cause fake booties ain't got that bounce. And them implants, they don't count.
Now there we go another place. Twerking somewhere. Like, man, that's not cool. That ain't cool at all. Put on the smallest clothes you can put on and then go twerk somewhere in public. It's daytime. That look like just a regular old restaurant, man. It don't make no sense, man. It don't really make no sense, man. It's one of those things where I'm looking at it and I'm like, but so what are y'all expecting us to do? Like, what are y'all expecting our response to be to some of the things that we see that y'all perpetuate intentionally? Some of the things that y'all say directed to us that y'all intend to be use as a tool of destruction or a tool to harm us, but we can't be harmed by you. Trying to harm us is hurting you, not us. Couple super chats here, man, before we finish this thing up. I think I got you, Cosmo Rain, a little bit earlier, man. I missed a couple, man. Trying to find them, man. Y'all give me a minute, man. I done lost everything. All right, Cosmo Rain. I think I got you earlier, man. But anyway, appreciate your super sticker. Grinder, appreciate the dollar, man. Tan, appreciate the 5 bones. I just fell out with a ninja because he always on some cat chase. Homie, 38. Still with strays, man. That's crazy. I'm up at 4 a.m. top of my CDL truck daily. He's sending me, man, yeah. Man, these guys wild, man. At some point, man, you got to grow out of that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to. And so for me, I believe, man, you just had to make sure you had to be aware of the energy that you allow around you, whether it's male or female. You had to be aware of that energy, man, because that energy will permeate your environment and be causing things to take place, and you won't be focusing on that energy. You'll be trying to figure out what you're doing wrong. Sometimes all you got to do is cut the wrong person out your life. Jay Ryan, appreciate the 5 bones, man. I think about things. Appreciate the $10 super sticker, man. Mr. Intellect, 380. Salute. Appreciate the dub. These 304 for the earth, doc. Even these old should be twerking out here. I'm talking 45 and up. Craziest thing, man. Craziest thing, man. Like Gabrielle Union, man. I did a vid on her, man. She done jumped up. She at the top of a skyscraper, man. She done flashed there, but she done like just jumped in the window and just flashed. I'm like, man, come on, man. Like, what's the purpose in doing that? What energy is it that's driving you that caused you to do that you think I want in my life? That's the problem. Thomas Norman, third. Welcome to the Alpha family. Welcome to the Green Label Gang. MPI, salute. Appreciate the 5 bones, man. I know you don't eat pork, but you must have had a ham sandwich today because you're going ham. That's a good one, man. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Who we got down here, man? Brother Zeke. Appreciate the 5 bones for the doctor. Performing surge on this issue. Peace of mind above all. That's it, man. Peace of mind is priceless. Absolutely priceless. I skip rational logic. Rational logic 101. Appreciate the dime. This world offers nothing that can stain men of the Most High. Men saying no to simping. Blessed GLG. Yeah, man. Gotta say it. That's it, man. Say no to simping. Like, just there's no need to do it. It ain't gonna benefit any of us, man. There's just no need to do it. Let's finish up, man. We've been in the thing, man, over an hour. Let's finish up.
Sister, if you need help, blink twice.
Video went viral because I told y'all the truth. So let me tell y'all a little bit more truth on dating. The reason why.
Now I want y'all to look at how it started, man. It started saying, "Sister, wink if you need help." I think blink if you need help. Hold up. Let's see what they say, man.
Sister, if you need help, blink twice.
Video went viral because I told y'all the truth.
Now I'm gonna tell you why they saying, "Sister, if you need help, blink twice." Because this man has an aggressive man energy. He has an aggressive man energy. You understand? My little shot had to get used to that. I have an aggressive man energy. When I'm talking to her, I ain't like, "Well, baby, can you do blah, blah, blah? And I just want you to do that." I'm like, "Hey, shout, I thought I told you to do that. How come you ain't did it yet?" Well, when I tell you to do something, I need it done right then. If I knew you weren't gonna do it, I could have did it myself. That's just how I'm gonna talk. I'm not finna dumb down, man, who I am and try to be somebody else. But that's what it is. They hear this man talking like, "Rawr." But you see him? Watch, he ain't gonna give your woman never compliments. Look how happy she look. She all hugged up on him. Let's take a listen.
So let me tell y'all a little bit more truth on dating. The reason why I have a Ugandan queen and I don't have an American woman is 3 reasons, okay? Number 1, American women are addicted to Instagram. You hear what I'm saying to you? I want a real love. I'm not talking about likes. I'm not talking about follows. I'm talking about love in real life, okay? And if you want real love, then you need to go to Uganda. Next thing, America is ate up with the hookup culture, all right? You know what hookup culture is? That means you sleep with somebody one day and then you sleep with someone else the next. I'm not about that hookup culture. I'm a one-woman man.
Now, I ain't gonna sit and say, man, we agree with absolutely everything he's saying, but he's on the right path. That's another thing, the hookup culture. Like, we talk all the time about, y'all brag about how many men you have on your roster. You got 5 or 6 or 7 different men that you're interacting with. We don't know how many of those men you're being intimate with, but the fact that you can wrap your mind around that, it's crazy. I see Michael Pratchett. Michael Pratchett said it went to Leviticus 21:14. A widow or a divorced woman or a woman who has not been defiled, or a woman who has been defiled, or a woman who has been defiled, or a prostitute. These he shall not marry, but he shall take as his wife a virgin of his own people. He was talking about the high priest, man. You got to read up a little bit higher, man. He was directing that to the high priest. But still, if you read on further in there, it was a sin punishable by being stoned to be a harlot in your father's house. So a woman who was at home had to be a virgin. But that particular verse he was talking about the high priest. But he was basically saying the high priest doesn't have the option to marry any other woman. The regular man has the option to marry a woman who has been divorced, to marry a woman who has been in there. The high priest does not have that option. If he's the high priest, he must wife a virgin. That is it. All right, let's finish this up, man.
That's it. Okay? My third reason, and this is it, and I'm really tired that I have to do these videos for y'all, but this is the truth, okay? So please listen and listen good. The last time, those American women, they want a career. They want to be the CEO. You know what I want? I want a woman that's going to care more about the family than about the pocketbook. You hear what I'm saying out there? Listen, I want a woman that's going to take care of the family, that's going to take care of the kids, that's going to be a mother, that's going to be a beautiful wife. That's what I want. And other American men want it too. And that's why I got me a Ugandan queen. And if you listen good, you'll go to Uganda and get you a queen too. Don't make me make another video.
Some sage for your blood.
Now, here's the thing, man. Like I said, man, we ain't gonna sit here, man, and say, man, we agree with every single word the guy said, but he made some valid points. That whole Instagram thing, man, I'm not dealing with no woman, man, that's on Instagram. I'm just not doing it. A woman who posts herself, man, online anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want no woman, man, with no Fashion Over deal who gotta dress up and post herself online every day, man. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, all I can do with it is have fun with her, man. And just to be honest with you, man, my life is so full of amazing things, man, that when I think of fun, you know, having fun with a woman, man, in my list of top 10, man, probably number 8. So I got 7 more things I would rather do, 7 more things I enjoy more. It's not even that I rather do them, it's that I enjoy them more. So when you really think about it, man, it's a shame that we have all these beautiful women here, man, and they are already too caught up and too gone to ever be the type of woman that a man would want to have in this scenario. You know what I'm saying? It's a sad situation, man, because whereas you women believe that it's going to be okay and you ain't got to worry about it, and you see these little clips of these older women, man, who be in their 60s and 70s, man, talking about, you don't need no man. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If you still want to be going out and partying and drinking Hennessy at 60 or 70 years old, okay, now you don't need no man, but that's the sign of a lonely life. If you 60 or 70 years old and you still going out to concerts by yourself and you drinking liquor out the bottle, and you, man, listen, that's a lonely existence. For a woman, that's lonely, man. And ain't no woman on this planet, man, tell my man that she want to go that route. Because it's a miserable existence. As long as you can still get up and you active and you can get around, it's fun. But when you hit about 75 and you don't feel like really getting out there like that, you just sit at the crib by yourself. Nobody want that. Nobody want that. So I say this. I understand y'all happy with who y'all are. Y'all don't want to change. That's cool. Y'all ain't got to change. Y'all ain't got to change for us. Change for yourself. But what I will say to you is this. If you don't make some adjustments, and you raise your daughters and your granddaughters and all of that like this, it's going to come to a point where you just ain't going to have no man. And y'all can think that y'all can make it together, but you can't. There ain't a group of women on the planet that don't need at least the fear of their men around. You understand? We might not be organized yet. You know what I'm saying? We ain't turned back to the Most High yet and got our thing there. We keep trying all this other stuff that that ain't worked in 150 years, but we're going to keep trying it. But there is enough fear of us to know that nobody can just come in here and do whatever the hell they want to do to our women. You can't just come in here and just, by and large, you can't pull that stuff that they be doing in Nigeria, where they just come into a school and just take everybody. You can't pull that over here. That's gonna be more than even the most, you know, adversarial of us, you know what I'm saying, who act like, you know what I'm saying, we don't love our women. Even we're not gonna settle for it. Something that's gonna click in us. And that's why the system's plan and purpose is to move us out of the way. With us out of the way, then the strength that you think you have turns into the mirage that it really is. So y'all keep living how you want to live. But eventually, you're going to wake up one day and you're going to realize that all we got is us. That's it. It ain't going to never come a point where the majority of relationships are interracial. It's just never going to come to that point because everybody cares about legacy. Other nationalities of men care about legacy, and their women are raised to help them keep that legacy and keep building that legacy. We're the only nationality who's not. So while we're at odds and not recreating, we've allowed those other nationalities who couldn't keep up with us as far as reproduction to catch up because we ain't even interested in that no more. And it's mainly because the women who look like us think that there's a better option for them out there. But keep thinking it. Keep thinking it. I want you to keep thinking it. I want you to see it all the way through to the end. Don't stop now. See it all the way through to the end. Keep doing these things that we named on this list. Don't stop doing them. You got to keep on doing them. You got to keep living the way you want to live. Don't you let Dr. BOA even, don't let now one of my words change. Because here's the thing. We don't want you to change. I'm just addressing what I saw that somebody sent me on social media and wanted me to talk about it. And so I figured since I could, I would. But this ain't to make you change. This ain't to make you rearrange. This is just a reminder to men out here to let you know that this whole thing about accepting these things because eventually they're going to turn around, that's gone, bro. It ain't no turning around. Too many financial benefits to being the way that we see every day. Too much money. And everybody got a price. And in this society, the price for all that foolishness we see has been paid 7 times over. And so unless we're going to come out of our pocket and match the number like a superstar NBA player up for a contract extension, a restricted free agent, they offer, we can match the offer. Nope. If we ain't willing to do that, and we're not, then this thing is over. And so it's going to be more like this. This ain't the end. This is the beginning. Because the bottom line is we want femininity and loyalty in return for our provision and protection. But what you are loyal to is your own agenda. As everyone is. Everyone's loyal to their own agenda. But your agenda is anti-me. What I'm going to do with that? Hey, look, homies, I appreciate y'all being in the building, man. Great, phenomenal show tonight, man. Y'all know I don't like to stay on here long. We ain't going to be on here no 2 hours, 3 hours, none of that, man. We're going to come on here and do what we got to do, and we're going to make our move, man. So I say this to y'all, man. Y'all brothers, man, just stay focused on what you're doing out here. Don't get sidetracked, because 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be able to find the thing that you really want in a woman in this particular society. That's just the way it is, man. You got to compromise so many things. And I don't want no woman who want to be the boss. I don't want no CEO. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that. The guy be talking about, man, something wrong with you. You don't want that. Nah, something wrong with you if you want that. I'm a traditional man. The only relationship I'm open to is a traditional relationship. But I'm wise enough to know that you cannot have a traditional relationship with a modern, non-traditional woman. You just can't do it. Now, the reason that they're complaining about this, because they really, really need to feel valued by you and I.